Hey, good morning to you. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Mark again here, Weatherman Plus. Now, we just got finished with monster storm number 1. We have a little bit of tornado threat for today, almost in the same areas for Georgia and possibly South Carolina as well as your system in the upper Midwest. It is dropping that snowfall for you guys. But this next system is going to be bringing a major, potentially major snowfall. I will give you the updates as well as the severe weather risks. I'm showing it will be way up even towards Wisconsin once again with lightning and severe weather on this storm. Plus, I'm going to give you the update on the Arctic blast and when this next storm is coming. If you've never been here before, hello, my name is Mark. I do upload all year long, just not Friday from sundown to sundown Saturday. That is Sabbath. But if it is life-threatening, I will upload a video or even live stream. I used to live stream for years, and it is about to come back. So make sure to subscribe, make sure to share the video to alert others of what's going on, as well as hit the like button, guys. Help get this out to as many new people as possible. I know y'all don't hear that enough, but thanks for your support. It's all up to you guys. We do as much as we can do. Without y'all support, it don't get around. Now, yesterday we had 54 tornadoes. A lot of them was recycled tornadoes where it's touch and go and keep moving along. And if you actually look at the helicity tracks that I showed you yesterday, according to the NAM and according to the high resolution rapid refresh, you can see that these long track tornadoes did follow along from Georgia all the way into South Carolina. Now that was seen by both models. And now you can see with the NAM did see these ones going towards upstate South Carolina. Either way, it was a very nasty day yesterday. Now, they had a lot of bad, violent tornadoes yesterday, guys. Long-lived cells. This video is by Live Storm Media. Everybody knows I always support their channel. Their link for their channel is in all my videos in the description. Description of the video for this one as well. This was a very large, very violent tornado. It was a long-lived supercell, and it went all the way from state to state to state. And it moved further and further east. It even lit up South Carolina more than expected. Big, large tornado. It was huge. Link in the description. Even got a guy that was on his porch recording this.
Not good.
This was posted by Maya Coward. Link in the description.
Trees falling down.
This is by Weather Nation. This is the same cell before it went towards Alabama and Georgia and South Carolina. This is it in Mississippi. I mean, the winds were just howling throughout the whole trip of these tornadoes. Now, you won't see it this severe today, but there is a chance for some long-lived supercells for today. And Palmetto Chasers put this one out. This is as it was going through South Carolina. Very powerful, very long cell. Just brought damage to a lot of people. 54 touchdowns, guys. Plus your Arctic update on this cold air coming, guys. And if you don't know, this 7 right here is your West Coast. And then as you go through the upper Midwest, and then this 8 right here is your East Coast. This 1 right here is Jamaica, Puerto Rico, your MDR, your main development region coming from Africa right here. So really you turn it sideways and you can see how it's coming all the way into the West Coast through the teens of April. We've been knowing that here for quite some time. But now it's showing towards later April, it could be moving even further towards the central U.S. And you can see this here on a 6 to 10 day temperature outlook from National Weather Service. All cold air is going to be flipping to the West Coast and really below average temperatures, guys. All them teen temperatures, single digit wind chills I showed you, that is going to be happening. As well as your warm up coming to the east side of the country. After these couple days this weekend I showed you 30s and 40s. And the 8 to 14 day outlook, it moves a little further towards the central U.S., bringing more colder temperatures once again. And this is when we have this big storm coming, guys. Plus your update on your potential velocity anomaly. GFS is still showing it will show up around the 14th. We will actually get it around the 13th, but it won't strengthen until the last minute. It will strengthen around the 15th. And the Euro still agrees, guys, with the GFS that this is going to be coming by the 14th to the 15th, strengthening up and then moving over. And this could go towards the northeast, but I'm thinking to be on a high ridge and go into Canada, guys. And we still have that one in the beginning of May as well for the west coast. Now for today, you do have a chance for hail. You have a chance for wind as well. You have a big 30% chance for Birmingham, Alabama, all the way up to Atlanta, Georgia, all the way towards east of Nashville. But you do have your tornado threat for today, and it's going to be for the afternoon if you've seen my video from yesterday. You have a big 2% area in this green, a 5% in the brown, and a 10% risk in this yellow. In your cities and states, and the most likely risk is going to be Columbus, Georgia, Savannah, Georgia, Macon, Georgia, Albany, Georgia, and Warner Robins, Georgia. These cells are going to be training literally in the same area that we had for yesterday. And for tomorrow, you do have a chances for hail. You have chances for wind as well, but you still have a tornado threat, guys. It's not a big threat, but you still have a threat. 2% right here for Florida and a 2% here for North Carolina and Virginia. And your cities and states in tomorrow's tornado threat for Thursday is Jacksonville, Florida, Virginia Beach, Virginia, Raleigh, North Carolina, Tampa, Florida, and St. Petersburg, Florida. And you still have that flash flooding for tomorrow as well, so be aware of that. You have the marginal in the green and the slight risk in the yellow. And you still have your severe weather risk for Monday, guys. You have a 15% chance in this yellow. In your cities and states for Monday's severe weather risk is Dallas, Texas, Fort Worth, Texas, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, and Arlington, Texas. Now for today, you can see your dew points are raised all the way up, high 60s, even low 70s with all this dew points. And right around 2 p.m. is where you're going to start getting the precipitation in this area. And you're going to have storms starting to light up for Georgia. And we seen this yesterday, and it's still showing true, guys. As this goes all afternoon towards Georgia and South Carolina. And then the dew points raise all the way up towards North Carolina as well. High resolution rapid refresh. This is all as far as you can see, but it is a accurate model. It did show those long-lived cells from yesterday. And when you look at your shear, you can see right around noon, you started getting these cells into Georgia, and it starts getting some shear on these cells as they pass through all evening from Georgia and goes into South Carolina. Literally the same areas that just had these problems. So right around noon, 1 o'clock, these cells form up. Don't have a lot of shear yet, but once you hit 2 o'clock, then these cells start getting some shear on them, and that can create your tornadoes, guys. So you do have these nasty little cells that'll be moving through all afternoon long, and they are getting shear on them as it moves into South Carolina. So as we keep going from 2 o'clock, you can see your cells moving through. You check 3 o'clock, same cells, getting a lot of shear on them. It's not changing. It's still the same cells growing in strength. This whole area is going to be a hot pocket and start spinning it up and getting a lot of thunderstorms. Then the rotation from the shear will create tornadoes on these as it passes by. And then it gets a second set by 9 o'clock tonight as it goes through Georgia and southeast Georgia, getting a lot of shear on that one as well. Nasty little cell that is moving through Georgia. And when you check your chances for a long-lived supercell, you can see right at 2 p.m., you started getting some long-lived supercells from Georgia going into South Carolina. Directly where we just had this, going right towards Charleston. And these are just as strong, if not a little bit stronger than what we saw yesterday. And you do have all that cape, that lift, that instability all evening long. Matter of fact, when it gets its best instability at 2, 3 o'clock is when these storms are popping up right in the middle of it. And it is very strong. It is over 4,000 joules, guys. Now, if you've been on my channel before, you know that we have all these low pressure systems just circling from the west coast and coming to the central U.S. starting on the 11th. And we still have that issue. They're all going to be circling up. And on the 11th, you get that severe weather risk for Oklahoma, for Texas, because this low pressure system forming up. But just like the potential velocity anomaly shows, this isn't going to be at its worst part until the 14th and 15th. And it actually builds into a strong storm by Wednesday the 13th. Goes to the upper Midwest at 979 by the 14th, and then grows by the 15th and goes towards Canada, with a chance for this low pressure to expand out, elongate a little bit over the northeast, and maybe bring something. And this is bringing potentially major snowfall, literally forming over the one night before, with a lot of severe weather and lightning all below this. Now, as we get that clipper coming through, I know y'all getting snowfall now. National Weather Service still has the same amount of snowfall as it showed yesterday. It's not going to be a whole bunch, guys. You have literally a half an inch to an inch in all this gray to dark gray. And all your major snowfall to heavy snowfall is going to be eastern North Dakota, South Dakota, northern Minnesota 3 to 5 with pockets of 6 or 7. Extreme northern Wisconsin, upper Michigan, and it's going into Canada. But this next storm that moves in from the 11th, the snow starts building up. And right when it goes to the 14th to the 15th, it just bombs with very heavy snowfall, according to GFS and Euro. And I hope you don't see this today because the ensembles is showing this is not true, guys. But so far, it's showing up to 3 feet of snow. And the Euro is seeing this as well. It's not going as deep and affecting any of Kansas, but it's also bringing a lot of snowfall in the weather models. It is not showing as heavy for Nebraska or South Dakota, still showing almost 2 feet, but it's showing that the 3 feet won't happen till possibly Minnesota. Now, I'm showing in ensembles that this is just crazy. None of this is going to happen, guys. Just like last time when it showed a major snowfall, the ensembles were correct. It was not going to be a major snowfall. It was a northern push. And I'm still showing it's going to be a northern push with this system as well. Now, as you look at all your ensemble members, we have our first storm that y'all are getting now, getting your snowfall that I showed you. But then we get that next system that moves in from the 12th all the way to the 15th. And it's a big system, guys. But if you look right here on your control member, it lets you know what the most likely outcome is. And it's showing so far it's going to be a lot of rain, a lot of lightnings all the way up here, guys, a lot of severe weather all south of that. And as it moves through, it's going to be a lot of rainfall. This is going to be more northern than what the weather models is showing. The data shows that this will go more northern and be very light snowfall, if any. But as you go through the 12th, it really starts bringing the snowfall for the 13th and the 14th. A lot of storms is on the east side of this, getting snowfall on a wraparound as it moves up through the 14th all the way up. And you can see where all the rain is going, guys. A strong system, but not getting snow just like it was showing in these models. And when you check all the ensembles on the amount of snow, you can see where a lot of them are showing major snowfall, even showing the couple of feet. But with this being a controlled member, you can see mostly it's going to be for Wyoming, Colorado. Y'all going to be getting the main of the major snowfall. New Mexico, Kansas, western Kansas, see some snowfall. Western Nebraska, western South Dakota. And you're only going to get 3 to 5 inches for North Dakota, northern Minnesota, and extreme northern Wisconsin. All this is going way high ridge into Canada, guys. That big swath of 2 to 3 feet, not trending. And when this moves up, it's going to bring a lot of cold temperatures again, but it's going to pull these dew points all the way up for the 11th. For the 12th, it's going to go all the way up to Wisconsin with these dew points, bringing a lot of severe weather. For the 13th, and then the cold air clashes in right there for the 13th. Nice little spiral as you keep the dew points in Ohio Valley for the 14th. Then it goes more southern in the mid-Atlantic for the 14th of the evening into the 15th. So it is going to bring a lot of severe weather with this, with all these dew points. I mean, it is raising 60s all the way up, especially for Wednesday afternoon. Strong 60 dew points all the way up to Wisconsin. I'll show you. You do have lightning in that. Cold air smashing in. You still got strong 60s with a lot of 70s in the south. It is going to be another monster storm. And when you look at the lightning strikes right on the 11th, you can see you got lightning already over to Wisconsin all the way to the south, but it starts growing as you go through Monday. It gets more towards the upper Midwest. And look at all the lightning up here by Wisconsin, Iowa, Minnesota. It's just got storms. All this is full with strong dew points and a lot of lightning. All that white right there will bring you a lot of hail problems. And once you get to the 13th and 14th, then it really gets big. Then you got a big area of severe weather risk with lightning, chances for tornadoes if you have that shear, which I'm showing is in the Ohio Valley. Then as you go through 7 p.m., you have a big band of lightning strikes. That's when this cold air is meeting all these warm temperatures, and it really is going to be a severe weather moment, especially for Wednesday. Plus your update on your Arctic oscillation lets you know how much cold air is coming in and how far. You can see it's still coming all the way down to the 12th and 13th, creating that cold front where you have the warm temperatures and the cold temperatures smashing way far south, even colder than what we've been getting. There's going to be a lot of cold air. It is going to be on the west side of the U.S. Now, we still got cold air coming this weekend as well. So if you didn't see my video, make sure you go see that to see what your temperatures are for this weekend. It is going to be some cold air. But starting on the 12th, as this cold air starts to move in, you're in your warm temperatures. But you can see the cool air moving in just like the MJO showed. And with your wind chills, it's really going to feel cold, especially for Idaho and Montana. It's going to feel like single digits, maybe even some negative temperatures. It all depends higher elevations or not. Everybody else is going to feel like you're in 20-degree weather or teen temperatures with that wind chill. But don't worry, it will not be your highs for the day. It will warm back up into the high 30s and 40s. Higher elevation of Montana and Wyoming, you will stay in your single-digit temperatures. It is going to feel very cold. While you have this very humid warm-up on the east side of this cold front. Then as you go to Wednesday the 13th, the cold air is going to come in again, still bringing cold temperatures. And with your wind chill, it is going to be very cold once again for Wednesday the 13th. Y'all on the West Coast is going to be feeling like you're in your 20s. Idaho, Montana, Wyoming, Colorado, y'all going to be feeling like y'all in teen temperatures to single digits. And on Thursday the 14th, it's going to swing even further in now, giving you this big cold front, your severe weather risk. But it is bringing a lot of wind chills with it. With the wind chills, northern Texas, panhandle of Texas, will feel like you're in the 20s come Thursday on the 14th. While this cold air moves a little bit further to the east, just like I showed you with the MJO. And now it puts Wyoming feeling like the whole state almost negative temperatures, guys. And as we check for the winds, you can see it does bring in some winds. Now this is going to create our shear problem, especially for the 13th for Texas, Oklahoma, going to Kansas, a little bit of Arkansas, going to Illinois, but then it spreads out for the 14th. This is where it really bombs for the 14th and 15th. And you got chances now for to get some shear on these storms for Oklahoma, Arkansas, Missouri, Western Kentucky, Tennessee, Southern Illinois, Indiana, and it does grow towards Iowa as well. All this strong shear is going to be bringing some winds, guys, some rotation with height, and some chances for tornadoes. And that's the update so far. Thank you so much for visiting my channel today. Make sure to subscribe so you do get the next videos that I do post. Thank you for the shares and the likes. Y'all really are the heroes out there, guys. It's not us here making the videos. It's all of you really putting in the work, sharing and liking the videos. A lot of people see it on recommended that never seen it before, and it really helps out a lot of people. So thank you so much from the YouTube community. We all here strive to help as many as we can. At the same time, God bless you all. Hope you have a very blessed Wednesday out there. 2 more days and we'll be on a weekend. It's Wednesday already. Psalm 133. Behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head that ran down upon the beard, even Aaron's beard that went down to the skirts of his garments. As the dew of Hermon, and as the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. Amen. Have a very great day today, guys. God bless every single one of you. I pray you and your families are safe through what happened yesterday. And all power, all glory does go to Yahweh, God of Jacob, our Father. And may He always keep you safe. Amen. Hallelujah. Have a great day today, guys.